All right, I talk about my friend Steve a lot. I always pick up stuff from him, and he always gives me stuff. So his buddy is doing work on this house, and he told me to come down and get some stuff. It is screen door, bunch of this thing. At least this is cut in half. This is a oil tank. The scrapyards won't take them unless there's a big hole in them. And all this copper pipe, dude, it's so awesome. Let's get this loaded up. I think these are aluminum screws too. If so, awesome. I got all this aluminum screen door. I found this satellite dish down the street. Oil tank with a bunch of copper on it. And that box of copper. So, awesome. Thanks you so much, Steve. And the guy's name is actually Steve, so thank you so much. All right, I get a lot of boxes from family members, and my wife gets a bunch from her job, and she just brings them all home and puts them in the garage. So I want to break down all these boxes, and I want to take apart this washer I just got scrapping. I have a couple places I store boxes. This is where I take my eBay pictures. I have all small boxes underneath here, and I just line them up like that, have them all broken down. And then I have really large boxes. I store them up here. This is my shipping rack. I have small bags, large bags, medium bags. I have all my Fragile stickers. I have more tape, all sorts of stuff. Then I have USPS boxes. And then I have all sorts of brand new boxes on these shelves. All right, I might have shipping supplies everywhere. I have these large boxes that my wife's been getting from Amazon. I have no clue what they are. They're from her job, but I'll use these someday. They're like 5 by 5 by at least 5 feet. And then I have like medium-sized boxes up here. This is my this shelf is where I put all my products. I have them labeled by tote. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I know a lot of people when shipping stuff on eBay, they have like extravagant tote systems, and they're like rack 5, 4, 3, 2, B, row 2, 4. Like, yeah, just get a bunch of racks and have rack 1, shelf 1, rack 1, shelf 2, rack 1, shelf 3. Like, I just do tote. I just put everything in totes because my eBay place is in the garage, and everything, like maybe a mouse will come in here or something, or maybe something will come in here, and I don't want anything to be on any of my items. So I have them in these really heavy duty totes. They all lock. So nothing will get in there, no moisture, hopefully, not yet. So all right, all the cardboard's done. Next, I want to work on this washer to get it out of my garage. I found this scrapping. I went to go pick up my daughter from her mother's house, and I found this on the side of the road. It's a front loader Samsung washing machine. I plugged it in. Usually to test stuff out, I usually plug it in and turn all this knob, make sure it goes to all these cycles, press all the buttons, make sure it goes through all the cycles, and then, because I didn't get this from a customer, so I have no clue what's wrong with it. So the motor could be bad, the pump could be bad, something could be bad. But the motherboard is one of the most expensive parts. So I wanted to make sure this is fine. So every button works, every button touches, it makes noise. Every time I press a button, it goes from cold, hot. It goes to each one of these. I press a button, it makes sounds. This turns. So the motherboard is hopefully good. And that's as much as I test on the motherboard as I can, because I can't really test anything else. So hopefully it does work. If I ship it out and something's wrong with it, then I'll just refund the people's money back. But that's how mostly I test the motherboards if I don't know. But if I'm getting it from somebody, like a customer call, I'll say, hey, what's wrong with your washer? And they'll be like, oh, the pump's bad. Oh, this is bad. And I just bought a new one. So at least I know what's wrong in other parts I can sell. But to this, I'm going to sell the motherboard definitely. And to check the model number, you can just look on here. It's a Samsung. It says VRT Steam. You open this door up, and it's usually on one of these stickers. Here it is, model NO number. It's WF36BT blah, 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 blah. So let's look this up and see what kind of parts sell for good money. All right, looked up. I put Samsung VRT Steam washer, and then the number, and then the model number, and a bunch of parts. Make sure you look up sold listings to make sure stuff sells. So some people are selling the motherboard like this. It's like in this whole big plastic piece they're selling. I don't know if the motherboard comes out easily, maybe not. Last one sold for $44 plus $25 shipping. This thing that you put the detergent in, here's one. Last one sold for $34.50 plus $9.40 shipping. Get this out is easy. There's like a little tab on most of them. You push this tab down, it pushes this little clip down that holds it in, and it's out. This one is not really dirty. It is discolored a little, but that doesn't matter. I'll just clean this up real quick, and I'll put this actually in the dishwasher inside, because this plastic could stain it, and I'll get it all clean and then sell this for 50 bucks. All right, I lifted this panel up. I got to unplug all these plugs. They're really easy. You just pull them out just like that. And you unplug all these, and then you could unscrew the motherboard. I'm just gonna sell the motherboard because it's only, you know, this small. Instead of selling this whole piece, the mother will be a lot easier. And this is an original board. It says Samsung right on the thing. So let's look up this part number and see if it sells for a different price. There's a part number right there. So like I just looked up this model number and the motherboard came up. And the motherboards that came up didn't exactly look like this. So I took the motherboard out, and then you look up the motherboard part number. So here it is, Samsung, and then the motherboard part number is right underneath there. There's the motherboard. It's the exact same motherboard as here. And look what the last one sold for, $186.99. So when you do look up the model number, it at least pops up some stuff that you can know what to sell. But when you do take the parts off, make sure you look up the actual model number of the actual part, and you'll see a better listing of it. And I looked up the power cord, which a lot of times they do sell good. This one sells for like $8 free shipping, so scrap it. Let's get this thing scrapped. What else I want to do today is I want to clean this aluminum. This is all aluminum window frames I got from my buddy Steve. Thanks, Steve, again. But they are not clean because they have a bunch of screws to hold the top pieces into the side pieces. So I want to take all those out. It will be clean aluminum. And then Steve again, Steve's buddy. You've seen me in the beginning of the video. Go get this oil tank and this. All these screws I got to take out to make this clean aluminum. I want to take off this piece. This is all copper. Look at all that copper. Tons of copper, and I got that box of copper still in my truck. So let's get this all done. I tore apart the screen door. There was a screen door. It's some in here and some in there. I got this bucket all the way filled. All right, now I'm going to take apart all these railings. I think that's what they are, railings. They look like this. They're really flimsy, so I'm not really sure. But we got a bunch of them. So let's get this done. All right, I didn't think it would be this much aluminum, but I got this whole 55-gallon drum filled. And this thing's pretty packed. I have them all nice in there. The next thing I want to do is take this copper, and I think there's brass and stuff on here. Take that off. So I got all that copper and some brass, and I got all this copper and some brass. Steve's buddy, Steve, actually hooked me up so good. Like, look at all this. This is, I don't know, at least 5 to 10 pounds. So pumped. So thanks, Steve and Steve. All right, I did that pallet wood wall. If you didn't see it, I'll put the link in the description. But I did a pallet wood wall, and I changed all the electrical sockets in the bedroom. So if you tear these electrical sockets apart, some of the screws look like they're brass, but they're not. They're just brass coated. You can see I scraped it. You can see the silver. But the things that it's attached to, so that, and that are brass. So I'm going to smash these apart and get that little brass out of there. Okay, bust it on out. And this will be brass. You got the brass pieces. So sweet. This I'll just throw in the metal bin. There's a little bit of metal on there. All right, I got a lot more than I thought. That's all from 7 light sockets. Not bad. So if you got a bunch of light sockets, I definitely recommend taking them apart. You know, it took me less than 5 minutes. And man, I love old stuff. I took apart that screen door. Look at that. Brass. Brass. Kind of looks silver from here, but in the not in the camera. That's all brass. All brass. Okay, I took apart 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 air conditioners. This is how I take them apart. And then my air conditioner guy has this like thing that takes the Freon out. It like clamps on one of these pipes, and like a little pin pokes that, and it sucks the Freon out. So I took all those apart. Here's all the shells. I got my trailer filled up. I put that washer in there. I got this grill from my buddy Arden. Here's the oil tank, and here's all the guts of the air conditioners. And then when I go to the scrapyard, I'll just put these 2 55-gallon totes in the bed of my truck. So it's Sunday, so we have to wait for tomorrow to go to the scrapyard, but let's catch you tomorrow. All right, I also went to the pool guy, Kevin. So thank you, Kevin. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 motors, so a bunch of copper, and he gave me this. It's like a cleaning robot. It like cleans the pool. He said it works, so I'm probably going to sell this. It has all the hose, all the hookups, and then he gave me a little router table with a Craftsman router on it. All right, it's the next day. It did snow a little, but here's everything I showed you the other day. And this weekend, it's supposed to snow 15 inches. So I like to get this trailer emptied and all the scrap I can to the scrapyard right now. So let's go. Well, it has to be busy. I'm the third person in line, but you can see everybody waiting right here to back up to unload their scrap. So great. Really impressed. I had to look at the ticket to make sure they gave me the right one. But I weighed 740 pounds of tin, $182 a gross ton for $60.12. And then I got, 200 pounds of clean aluminum at 61 cents a pound. That's what it looks like. For $122. So a total of $182.13. That really surprised me. I didn't think the aluminum is that high. 61 cents a pound. I thought I had a little over 200, but 200 pounds. Great day. So thank you, Steve's friend Steve and Steve for some of the scrap metal. If you guys enjoyed the video, thanks for watching. Explore more, not just in nature, but in life.